Dr. Gaurav Beswal. I specialize in diabetes and metabolic disorders, and I practice in Mumbai. Firstly, I hope you and your family are keeping well and safe during these times of difficulty, the COVID-19. My talk is specially directed towards people with diabetes. A lot of them have contacted me, and there's a lot of talk going on whether people with diabetes are at more prone towards the COVID-19 virus and what precautions one must take to stay safe. So, firstly, yes, people with diabetes may have a lower immunity. The immune system is affected with diabetes. And this may make a person more prone to catching the virus, or it may make the recovery difficult. But that is not the end of the world, especially because this can be circumvented. And mainly if you are taking a certain number of precautions and if you're taking certain measures to keep yourself healthy, then your risk because of diabetes is mitigated. So let's discuss these things. Uh, the main bullet point is if your sugar and your blood pressure is well controlled, then your immunity because of diabetes is not affected. So what should you do? So the few broad topics that I'll be discussing is about how to take your medicines, how to check your blood sugars, what to do about your food, what to do about your exercise, and little things like stress management and other lifestyles, stress, sleep, and screen time. Now, firstly, medicines. So ensure that you have enough stock of medicine. You do not need to hoard medicines, you don't need a big stockpile because the medical stores are open. So please adequate and be in touch with your doctor. Most doctors are now available through video or telephone consultation. So even if appointments due, please contact your doctor and get a telephonic appointment schedule. Do not miss out on your reviews. Now, once your doctor has reviewed and suggested the medicines, please continue on it. Especially for people with insulin, please make sure you have enough supply of insulin. If you're taking your medicines, you must also make sure that you check your blood sugar. Please look good formula at home, which is accurate. And a lot of brands which are very good, they're very close to the lab report, and you can ask your doctor. You must maintain a chart of your blood sugars. And how to check it? If your sugars are not in control. Now, I usually give a target range to all my patients. There is the different target range for different people, but broadly, I would say a fasting of 90 to 120 and a post meal of 160 meets the criteria for most people, but it may differ from person to person. Now, if you're way beyond your target range, you should check your sugars daily. If not, if you're relatively well controlled, then you should check it about 2 to 3 times a week, at least during this time. Now, how to check? You should check your fasting sugar and you should check any one post meal. And you should check in rotation different meals. So for example, once Monday, you could check fasting and post breakfast. Wednesday, you can check fasting and post lunch. And Friday, you can check fasting and post dinner. And that is why how you can keep a tab of how you're doing. You can do additional testing. The more, the better, so that you're aware of what's going on with your body. If your sugars are way beyond target range, especially your post meals are crossing 180 or 200, then please get in touch with your doctor to keep the sugars under check so that your immunity is not affected and you're not more prone to the virus. Now, what is affecting the blood sugars of a lot of people during this time? Eating food. You're with family and it's a time of companionship. It's also a time of boredom. And that is driving more and more people towards comfort food or just eating food, watching TV, eating food, this vicious cycle. So I would suggest make sure that you maintain a strict discipline with your food. Keep a good structure to your day. You must fix your times for your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can have an interval snack between in the mid-morning and mid-evening. And avoid eating food at other times when you're not hungry or just out of boredom. Just because something is lying around, you must desist from eating it. Secondly, whoever in your house is going out shopping, make sure you buy only healthy things. Once you've bought things, you're more likely to eat it. So try and shop only on healthy things and avoid getting a large stock of unhealthy food, especially things like a lot of cookies or chocolates or sweets and deep fried food. Just because you may be worried that the food stock is not there. I would suggest you buy mostly vegetables, fruits, simple grains for your meals, a lot of proteins like dal. You can get milk. So natural, healthy food. And during snack time, you should prefer things like cucumbers, carrots, buttermilk. You can use yogurt as a dip. Secondly, avoid deep fried food and too much of sweets and high carb. Next, when you come to exercise, make sure that if you're sitting for a long time, get up and get a quick exercise. And once in a day or twice in a day, make a little routine of either some yoga exercise or spot exercise. If you have a large corridor, you can walk in your corridor. Lastly, get a good sleep. Avoid late night TV, avoid staying up late at night. Maintain a strict discipline with your sleep time and your stress levels also. Avoid watching the news endlessly. You can catch the news every day, maybe once, uh, but avoid being hooked onto news and especially negative news. Stay positive, have a good frame of mind, stay away from screen time. Again, maintain a good uh, rule for yourself about your screen time and how long you will either browse the internet or watch the TV. And try and read books, indulge in hobbies that you've not visited for a long time, and try and reinvent yourself. Maybe write a diary. Meditating is an excellent opportunity now. Another opportunity is people who smoke or drink, and right now, of course, it's these things are not available, and it's an excellent golden opportunity for people to stop smoking, because smoking, especially for people with diabetes, is disastrous, and especially now, it can really make people prone to lung infections and viral infections. So this is an excellent opportunity to give up bad habits and to reinvent yourself. So with that, I'll conclude my talk, and I wish all the best to you and your family, and I hope that you come out of this with a better version of yourselves. We all come out with better versions of ourselves. And so thank you very much.